All right, what's going on, everybody? How are we doing today? Steve Mingle, Final Web Design. And in today's video, I want to talk about why the iPhone 15 is the pinnacle, the ultimate, the end of web technology for the foreseeable future. So let's get into it. Final Web Design, this is Steve. Alright guys, so if you're familiar, the new iPhone 15 has just released and people aren't as excited as you would have usually thought. There's a lot of reasons that I think people aren't that excited for the new iPhone, but I want to go into a few of where with websites and web technology, it's a very good time to kind of start your new online business website, because the technology that's building these things for things like smartphones and these newer web technologies like tablets that haven't been around as long as the internet for the web, it's a good time because ultimately technology is not changing. The same technology that we built Final Web Design on a few years ago is going to be good for the next foreseeable future. There is nothing new happening on the web space within these new iPhones and even new Samsungs that's changing that you're going to need to update or change your website in the foreseeable future. Now, what does that mean exactly? So let's take a look. Most small business websites that are being powered on your phone when you go to them are probably going to be powered by WordPress. WordPress right now is powering close to 60-70% of small businesses. If it's an e-commerce, it might be a Shopify. Both of these technologies are very mobile responsive, and they're able to adapt and grow with you and your business as you continue to grow. So the WordPress CMS platform, the Shopify CMS platform, these are the basic responsive web systems that people are using. And it's a good time if you build on this that you're going to be able to update your Shopify, you're going to be able to update your WordPress with the plugins, extensions, and just newer updates as things come along without having to kind of rebuild or restart your website from the ground up. Now, if you're adding opening applications, the App Store, you're most likely finding yourself with a React or an Angular or a Vue JS application, and these have also stayed the same. So maybe about 5-6 years ago now, Vue was kind of the last application JavaScript framework that was to be released, and since then I haven't seen anything else that is even coming close to what React and what Vue JS are doing. Now, Angular kind of had this at the beginning, but Angular is very complicated, a little bit more complicated than this actually necessary. A lot of corporations go with React.js because it is very popular. It kind of has stood the test of time. And then a lot of like smaller businesses and even some corporations will go with the Vue JS because it's a little bit easier as far as an application JavaScript framework language. However, it still has a lot of the features and functionality that all the Angulars and Reacts have. Now, if you're building your application on one of these technologies, you're also in a position where you probably don't need to update or upgrade your system in the foreseeable future. I could honestly say that I do not see anything with this new iPhone 15 that has done anything from a technology standpoint that a business like a small business would have to worry about updating or changing their technology in the foreseeable future. So what I would say is if you're at a position with your business where you want to update, you want to kind of be on the latest technology, you want to have a good experience for your customers when they come and visit, it's a good time to update. Go from whatever, if you had just core coded, HTML, CSS, JS files, if you were using like an older Joomla or even Magento, some of those are becoming increasingly hard to update and maintain. I know when Joomla went from 3 to 4, it was just like, I'm just going to toss this because you almost have to rebuild your sites to move up to these updates. Whereas something like WordPress, one click, you're pretty much good to go. And this is where I see things with the iPhone 15. It simply doesn't offer anything from a technology standpoint that I see fixing. And I saw that with the last iteration of the 14. I saw that with the 13, and we're at a point where I can honestly say that we're at a good point to do your update, get your website up to par, and build on the latest technology, because you're going to be in a good boat for the next 5 to 10 years that I can clearly see. So with that being said, guys, if you do want help building your new mobile responsive iPhone 15 website, we can definitely help you. We will get you on the latest platforms, get you on the latest technology. I can help answer any of those questions you might have as far as why you'd want to use this or why you'd want to use that. And that's what we're here for. We're here to help. So if you have any comments, let us know below. Like and subscribe. That stuff really helps us, guys. And we'll catch you in the next one. Stay learning out there. And peace.